Hello students, in this video we are going to solve important questions from the chapter Polynomial of class 10. If these types of questions you can solve, then whole chapter is prepared for you. So let us solve these questions one by one. Question number 1, there are two questions. We have to find the relation between zeros and the coefficients. You should learn those relations first. What is the relation? If ax square plus bx plus c is the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha and beta, then the relation is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a and alpha beta equal to c upon a. So this is the relation between zeros and the coefficients. Now let us find zeros of the first polynomial. 6x square, we arrange it in the standard form, minus 7x minus 3. We write this equal to 0 to get the zeros of the polynomial. We factorize this. Now middle term is minus 7. We write sum is equal to minus 7 and the product should be 6 into minus 3 is minus 18. So we have to find two factors. We have to split this middle term into two terms so that their sum is minus 7 and product is minus 18. Can we check 2 9s are 18 and plus 2 minus 9 is minus 7. So we write this as 6x square plus 2x minus 9x minus 3 equal to 0. We take a pair, 2x common, 3x plus 1 minus 3 common, 3x plus 1 equal to 0. So we get 3x plus 1 comma 2x minus 3 equal to 0. If this term is 0, we get one of the roots x equal to minus 1 upon 3. Is it clear? 3x plus 1 equal to 0. We take 1 on right hand side, so minus 1. So 3x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1 by 3. And from here we get x equal to 3 by 2. So we have obtained two zeros of this polynomial alpha and beta. Now what is sum of this? We denote this root by alpha, suppose, and we denote this root, this 0, by beta. Alpha plus beta, what do we get? Minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Addition of fractions, cross multiply, minus 2 plus 9 upon 6, that is equal to 7 upon 6. Alpha plus beta is 7 upon 6. From this equation, from this polynomial, can we find a, b and c? See, if we compare this with the standard form, we get a equal to 6, b equal to minus 7 and c equal to minus 3. Let us check minus b upon a. So minus of minus 7 upon 6, which is equal to 7 by 6. So alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a is verified. This is first part. Now let us check product of the roots. Alpha into beta. What is the product? Minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. This 3 gets cancelled and we get minus 1 by 2. Alpha beta is minus 1 by 2. Alpha beta is equal to c upon a. Now what is value of c upon a? We have found ABC. C upon a will be minus 3 upon 6, that is equal to minus 1 upon 2. So this is verified. Alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta. Students, the second question I leave it for you. Same method. We find zeros of the polynomial. We find alpha plus beta. We find alpha beta and we check these two conditions. Relation between sum of the roots, sum of the zeros and the coefficients. So I hope question number 1 is clear. Now second question. Again, for this second question we have to learn one formula. If roots of the polynomial are given, roots of a quadratic polynomial are given. So if alpha and beta are the zeros or roots of a polynomial, then the polynomial is k times x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. How do we get this? If alpha and beta are the zeros, then the polynomial is k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. And if we solve this product, we get this formula. So we can learn this formula. If alpha and beta are zeros of a polynomial, then that polynomial is given by k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So we are solving this first question. Alpha is equal to minus 3, beta is equal to 2. So what is alpha plus beta? Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. And what is alpha beta? Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. And so the polynomial is k bracket x square minus alpha plus beta is minus 1 into x plus alpha beta is minus 6. So x square plus x minus 6. We select value of k as 1 as there are no denominators. So selecting k equal to 1, we get this is the polynomial. If we try to find zeros of this polynomial, we will get minus 3 and 2. Now same fashion we can solve the second question. I leave it for you. Try it on your own. We solve question number 3. Now this is division of polynomials. Try to understand this division properly. Practice this well. Now for this division, first step we do is we write those terms in decreasing power of x. If some number is missing, we write 0 times some power of x. Let us see here. Highest power is 3. So I write x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. And when we divide this by x square minus 2, there is no term of x. I write it deliberately. X square